Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Edgestyle. We have EVA-00 prototype plus the ESV Shield. Now, this is going to be a blind review, meaning I know little or not at all about the character I'm reviewing, other than it is awesome. And for those who are following my channel, I collect pretty much every NXedge style that I can get my hands on. There might be some exclusives here and there that might be missing, but for any normal release, I'm able to get them. Got mine from Tatsu Hobby, and this is quite great. Now, despite not knowing the series, I have not watched Evangelion. People have been telling me you should watch it. Yeah, the problem is it's one of those that it's an older anime, although some are classics. I watch like Gao Gai Gar. That's pretty awesome. I cannot get into the EVA anime. I'm sure that a lot of other people out there would say otherwise, like it's a great anime, but just not for me. So I do apologize. But on that note, I do like the mech designs and kind of like how Gundams are or the Gundam anime series. Some of the shows it's okay, but I like the design. I just buy the products. Anyways, getting back to this, here we go. So this is 00, the prototype. It's the yellow one. I did review 01, I believe, right here. The purple one. Unit 1, yeah. So it's really cool. I do love Super Deform, and I'm really glad that they're going or continuing with the NXedge. Yep. Alright, so this is number 25. So we have 25 of this NXedge so far, plus or minus the exclusives. And yeah, so I just want to show the box. There is some sticker here for the Evangelion. I'm not quite sure if they bootleg NXedge already. Yeah, I haven't heard that. But you know how other Bandai products are bootleg. But yeah, nonetheless, here we go. That's the box. Let's take a look inside. Right, so typically you're gonna get the NXedge base, which is great. You can mount it on the bottom side of the figure for the most part, and also on the back side there. But I think this one that is being used. So there's that. Otherwise, you're gonna have this to connect to parts, which you can combine by just removing the end pegs. Now, typically we use this for effect parts. This set doesn't have an effect part, but I'm glad that they provide this regardless. And I think we can probably use this one as the stand since it's too high. Oh, we'll see there. Will that work? Yep, that's probably a little bit better. So there you go. Provides a good stand. And we also get pillars. Now, they've been adding this lately with every release, and that is great. I'm glad that they're doing that. Because you never know. One of them could break, at least we have spares. And then if you're just starting your collection, yeah, these are just great, especially when you're stacking the bases. Really nice. So put that out of the way. Now, we have this thing here. It's called the Umbilical Cord, or I guess the plug. I'm not quite familiar with it, but it pegs here. I guess it kind of gives it like the power. Yeah, it gives the power to the suit. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have a internal reactor. Yeah. Then again, I didn't really watch the show, but it's cool. Plugged in there. Quite nice, and I think that's it for now. But just looking at this, really awesome. I like the Super Deform aspect of it. The huge head gives it a little bit more details. Really nice. Yeah, really cool. That's gonna have that Gundam feel to it with the red soul, white calves. But yeah, really great. So let me detach this. That way we can go over articulation. Alright, so here we go. And oh, I just want to point out, this is a really nice metallic green here, as well as the metallic red for the eyes. Those are just great. And even little paint up here. Just amazing. Alright, so moving on. You got neck. You can look up, look down, side to side, which is great. Just looking here, I think it's a combination of a hinge, it's kind of hard to see, and a ball joint. So there's a ball joint at the base of the head, the base of the neck, and possibly a hinge, or maybe another ball joint down there. So like 3 of them. Then you got your shoulder here. You do have a bit of the swivel that allows you to slide it forward for better articulation, like this. There we go. Now this is a bit big, and it's just clipped on. Over here on the shoulder, you can actually just pop that off right there. And let's see. We could probably dismantle this also, or detach this. And this kind of gives you an option if you want to mix and match your NXedge. Yeah, you can swap them through that bicep connection there, or the swivel. And let's just put this back on for now. There we go. You got your torso here. You get a bit of a up crunch, which is great. I like that. Nice detail on the back. You've been painted that gunmetal. Really great. A little bit of a waist articulation, which is fairly good because you don't really shift your whole body around. So it does have some aspect of human articulation. For the waist, it's your typical NXedge where the joint, the ball or the peg ball joint is pointing forward, which is great for just front kicks. You can even put onto the side a little bit, and well, there it goes. I don't think you can really put it on the back. Then again, we don't, or there's really no point of pushing this all the way to the back. So that's fairly good. You got your knee bend there. Again, it's a hinge, kind of like the elbow here and the shoulder. Get a little bit of a hinge over there. And you got your ankle. It's an angled ball joint going this way. And it does provide a really nice ankle pivot, or yeah, for wide stance and everything. Yeah, really nice. So overall, it's very articulate. You can do a lot of cool poses with it, dashing forward. Really nice. Now let's go over some swapping. We can remove this, like I've demonstrated before. There we go. I'm just gonna pop out the whole arm. There we go. Put this back on. We can also remove the chest here, which we can swap out. So there is an alternate chest. Not too sure why it's that. It's like this kind of opened up here. Interesting. Let's go do that. I just swapped this actually. And it's weird. Looking at the box art, this was installed along with the giant shoulder thing, but it was supposed to be the other way around, which I've corrected. Yeah, it's a little weird. Then you got your shoulder armor here, and I think it just connects like this. There we go. Is that it? Sometimes I connect them upside down. Alright, so yep. Upside down. There we go. Alright. Huh. I wonder if this fin just kind of just opens up on that shoulder. Huh. Anyways, so we have this configuration here. And we also have different hands. So aside from your closed fist, straight back, which is great, you have a pair of your, kind of like your rifle grippy hands, basically. Let's go with that. Right, so let me attach the grippy hands on this side. And there we go. Should go in a little bit more. Huh. Okay, we got it. Other side, pop this out. And you have a pair of open hands right here. There's really not much paint on to the hands, but there are some details, especially on the knuckle area. So that is great. Yep, some details there. Right. So we do have the pallet rifle shown in the instruction. Some details on it. And you get that nice finish on it. Feels like it's painted on, not just a bare plastic. So yeah, it's quite nice. Now let's see how well I can put this on here. Right, so I'm just gonna go slide this here. Okay, so not too bad. Slinks under the arm, and possibly gonna shift this around. Gonna give it a little bit of support with the other hand here, and you get your rifle. That is nice. I like it. Alright, so otherwise, you have this giant shield, which I'm not sure how the unit used it, but we're gonna use the other grippy hands here. And I think you're supposed to swap out this. Let's just do that while we're at it. Oh, there he goes. Let's see this one here. That's probably the hand we need. Alright. So let's take a look at the ESV shield right here. It's huge. It's about as tall as him, and I almost forgot. And where's my ruler? For those wondering how tall this guy is, about 4 inches. Yep. So basically the shield is about the same size. But yeah, a lot of great details on this. I like it. And it's one solid piece. The piston here does not move, so it's a good defensive weapon, as well as you have a bit of a piston there for melee, close range. I wonder if it's kind of like a blast shield, because the other unit has a positron, or kind of like a huge rifle. So I wonder if you use this to block. Yeah, this is probably used to mount this on the ground. Yeah, that is quite nice. Huge defensive shield. And I think that's pretty much it. Alright, so let me just quickly put in a certain pose and conclude the review. Alright, so I went ahead and attached it to the tower. Yeah, my second tower. The first one, there's already 19 of them. And it's just kind of ridiculous to keep adding, and it's really hard to put it in front of the background here. Anyways, with the second tower, I have 6 so far. And just put the kind of like the ground units in the bottom here. Unit 1 in the prototype. Now, actually the shield here, it's great that kind of like the piston or the stake, it actually rests nicely on one of the peg holes. So I'm just gonna leave it to that. Have him with a pallet rifle right there, and I think it works quite well. Now moving up to the display, I have Alphamon and reissued Strike Freedom, or the recolored. Then I have Wing Gundam EW and Zeta on top here. So 6 so far. Yeah, and continually adding more to this NXedge collection. And I think that's pretty much it for the review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. If you got questions, particularly on the figure, let me know. Try my best to answer that for you. And I think that's about it. So until then, this is Beats. Thanks for watching.